slumber party. You just want to start the video while we're waiting for people?
That's cool.
Yeah, let's just see Cardi B just be the queen she is.
Yeah.
Like I went to the supermarket, I'm seeing that everything tripled up. That like lettuce was like $2 a couple of months ago, and now it's like $7. Of course, I'm gonna say something. Because if I think that is crazy, I can only imagine what middle class people or people in the hood is thinking. So yes, I'm going to say something. And I have a big platform, so I do want anybody that's responsible of these prices to put that down.
That's Cardi B.
Yeah.
Just as tired of the new hiked up grocery prices as we are.
Hell yeah, Cardi.
Good for her. That's the shit, actually.
That's what I like about Cardi B, because she'll speak shit up.
Yeah.
If she feels like she needs to speak, man.
Do something about that shit.
Hi, ACA. Hi, Ted. Hey, maybe. Like, I fucking love this girl, man. I know she has a past, but I don't like holding people's past against them.
Yeah, amen.
You know?
Yeah.
That ain't right to do.
She got the wop.
Made it clear not just in that pretty awesome rant, but in a thread of now viral tweets. Here's one. Cardi tweets, "Nah, grocery shopping prices are ridiculous right now. You might as well eat outside." Logic on it, but I do like the anger with it. In another tweet, she complained about the price of lettuce being $6 where she lives. While many on Twitter ridiculed the rich rapper for lamenting grocery prices, others argued in favor of her showing empathy.
No, she should argue about it. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
She showed empathy. So there's people penalizing her for showing empathy with
Oh, you're rich. You don't have to worry about it. Dude, $7 is still a lot of fucking money.
She's doing it for clout.
$7 for lettuce?
No, I don't see what she said as acting like us, Ted.
Nah.
I think she was honestly saying it. Like, get these prices down for folks.
Yeah, she's using her platform to fucking complain about that shit. That's a good thing.
Yeah. I think it's good.
Yeah, it's good to have someone on such a pedestal bringing up these issues. Yeah, she's thinking of the little man. Dude.
I saw that as a positive video.
Man.
Oh
Get those prices out so people can buy my concert tickets.
All right, Ted.
Well, maybe that's the truth, though, man. That's gotta hurt for her, too, if people ain't buying her shit. That's gotta hurt her, too.
That will hurt her.
Like, but $7 for lettuce head? That's bullshit, man. It's $8 for a carton of eggs here? Bullshit. Fuck this fucking economy.
Abby.
This is a problem affecting a lot of Americans. What do y'all think?
I love
I'm a supporter.
it. I'm here for Cardi B. She has always been like a person of the people. I can't believe she actually goes to the grocery store by herself. If I was like at Sprouts and I saw Cardi B, I'd be like, oh my God, you're Cardi B. What are you doing here?
For the record, I don't think she often does. She says she has some...
Yeah, mama. God, she's awesome.
That's nuts, though. Could you imagine being in a fucking market and you see Cardi B there?
Dude, she wants to be normal for what sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't blame her. Like, she's hiring all these people and shit. That's gotta affect them. That her people ain't fucking eating the way they need to.
Yeah.
You know, that's gonna affect her show if they're not eating healthy like they should because they can't afford $7 for a lettuce head.
I like Doja Cat. I like their music.
Yeah. God, she's gorgeous.
Ugh.
I would love to just get in a conversation with Cardi B.
Someone that does most of the shopping. She gets a weekly price report, cost report, and then occasionally she maybe like once a year pops into the store like a president does, just to seem relatable.
I'm so glad that somebody is talking about it. It's crazy, like, you know, and I absolutely 100% agree with her. Like,
I feel like we're amongst the lucky ones that can afford these higher prices, but there's, I live in a low-income neighborhood. I live in South Central LA, and, like, I don't know how some of these people are affording lettuce and really basic goods, bread, peanut butter, cheese, like, everything has skyrocketed, and hey, our wages have not skyrocketed. Nobody's wages are going up commensurate to what it costs to buy anything, like basic goods. Like, we used to make fun of how you would go to Whole Foods, we'd call it whole paycheck, right? And you'd buy 6 things and it'd be like $100. That's everywhere now. That's every single grocery store. You buy 6 things and it's $100. Like, how are people surviving? I don't understand.
You know,
But see, it's see, here's the thing. Cigarettes seem to be cheaper to help squash
Hunger.
The hunger.
It's cheaper to smoke than eat.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You've noticed that too?
Yeah, it's true. It is an appetite suppressant. It's the truth.
Is it a luxury? I don't know.
I don't know either.
But another exciting day in the neighborhood. Cardi B, I want to see Cardi B just go like off on people. Be hilarious. Hi Tay.
Hello.
How are you? Tax on weed is 40%. Bullshit.
What? Yeah, I
Just
remember.
throw
There's
part
cheese
foods.
taxes. Yeah.
just get a little sliver of the food.
One slice of
That's
cheese.
what we're going to be down to
Yeah.
soon. So, all right, look, I'm going to back up what you're saying with numbers in terms of inflation. And by the way, they blame it on you guys because your wages are too high. Nonsense. Total utter nonsense. I'm going to show it to you in the numbers in a minute. But first, I agree with you guys. I don't like. They're like, oh, it's so hypocritical of Cardi B to be rich, but then to care about poor people. Why is that hypocritical? That's not hypocritical at all.
No, it's not.
This is like a weirdo thing that people say either out of envy or because they're right wingers and they're like, don't help anybody. Don't care about the poor. Don't care about the middle.
I think she should use her platform to help people. You know?
Yeah, if she, well, I mean, she's Christian, right?
Mm.
She says she's Christian. She'd want to. She'd want to help.
Middle class. No, it's wonderful if she got rich and famous and she still cares about the poor and the middle class. That's not a bad thing. It's a great thing.
Yeah.
And I don't think you understand the word hypocrisy.
That's true,
It's
Celeste.
Yeah, I
1,000
know
times
that.
Worse.
Yeah, you don't have to be a Christian to be kind.
I know that. Fuck's sake.
He just means her core beliefs are empathy, caring
Yes.
for the poor, caring for...
It's one of the top tenets of Christianity.
WAP for Jesus. Jesus created WAPs. He created the pussy so the man could enjoy that shit.
God, that's so good too.
Yeah, he just got pussy, so he's in a like sex days.
That's really good though. Angles, you know, it's really good. You're like fucking an anime girl, though. You really are. You're like the closest thing there is to coming to fucking an anime girl.
Why is that?
Your shape. The super accentuated curves. It's like you don't find that. You really don't. Post nut syndrome? That's interesting. My legs were weak. Holy shit. The angle. It's a crazy angle. Yeah.
I just pleased my man this morning, that's all.
Yeah, you're good. This girl don't just starfish, man. No. This girl's active in bed. You are.
It's exercise.
Yeah, dude.
When someone gets rich, and then it's
Good
like,
morning,
oh, screw the poor.
Andrea.
Who cares about the
Iceland.
poor? I make fun of them. I'm so courageous. Okay, yeah, that's my views on
bless you.
Chappelle, but also every Republican on the planet. And so, and it's not like she's pulling a Dr. Oz and she's like,
I know.
oh, the price of crudité is through the roof.
Yeah, and they're like, bro, there's cheaper lettuce and carrots right here.
Yeah, so, no, she's still complaining about the price of the veggie tray, not the crudité. So, I can't even see what she did wrong. I don't know why everybody could. I think that there's this, seriously, this idea that if you're wealthy, in order to do good, you have to give up all of your money at once. No,
No.
you could keep some of your money and live nice and still help people.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
thank God for Cardi B.
Agreed. And here are some of the numbers that Jenk said we were going to bring to you right now. While overall inflation has risen just 7.1%, which is not a just, that's a huge number already, groceries hit a staggering 12% increase as of November 2022. Eggs, which have suffered shortages due to avian flu, have seen a nearly 50% increase in price.
Yep.
Those who receive Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program or SNAP allotments have been hit particularly hard, even with increases
Yeah.
in SNAP recipients.
Oh,
No shit.
Oh, no.
Who you been trying to deal with, man? Trying to raise 2 boys on that shit.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can't do it.
No.
You can't.
That's why I'm glad they're where they are.
Yes. They're growing so fast, and they
And eat.
and eat
Eat,
and
eat,
eat
and
and
eat,
eat and
and
eat
eat.
and eat, and they can't help that. They have to eat.
They're gonna be over 6 foot.
Yeah. 6'5" and 6'3", 6'7" and 6'5". I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, they're gonna be huge.
Yeah. It's insane. This is horrible.
You know, their mama's 5'10". How much? I mean, you got to think. I had boys. Their biological dad, the sperm donor, was 6'4". So I'm 5'10". He's 6'4". My dad's 6'4". My brother's 6'5".
Right. It's guaranteed.
Yeah.
There's no way that whatever's coming out of that is going to be short. It's impossible. You probably would have had a 6'2" girl. You know,
Maybe.
You probably would have.
Maybe. My cousin Chrissy's 6'2".
Yeah, I was walking one time the one time here I was walking to the smoke shop, and the one girl was like 6'3", man, a younger girl. I'm like, holy shit, that's insane, man. It's like she was jogging.
Giants.
Very large.
Trouble affording
Amazing.
groceries, as rising assistance does not match the rates at which grocery prices are going up. In short, the struggle is real. So why is this happening? We have to ask. Well, surprise, surprise. The underlying economic problem is profit price inflation. It's caused by corporations
that
raising
too.
their prices
That's
above
right.
their increasing costs. Corporations are using those increasing costs of materials, components, and labor as excuses to increase their prices even higher, resulting in bigger profits. This is why corporate profits are close to level.
So it's a fake inflation just so they can get fucking richer. It's a fake fucking inflation.
Okay, if people know this, they should rise up.
Fuck corporations.
This is bullshit.
I'd rather have socialism.
Now I see why they put the cyberpunk with giants.
Would you rather have socialism than this bullshit?
Than corporatocracy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Corporations only care about the dollar.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do to take care of your kids. That's right.
It's insane.
And what do you do when both parents are incapable of work right now?
Oh my god. It's a fucking nightmare, okay?
Yeah.
It's not anywhere anybody wants to be.
No.
And then Republicans say people are glamping.
It's like, dude, my kids are in foster care because of the economy right now.
Yeah, no to socialism. Absolutely. I no. If you're going to have communism, it could work, but it's got to be global. Okay?
No, I think maybe we should put some laws on how corporations should work and funding.
Oh my god,
Or something.
we need white collar crime laws.
Yeah.
New ones.
Yeah. Because this is bullshit. They shouldn't be doing this.
No, yeah, I agree.
This is a crime against... This is telling people they just need to die. You know, this is murder.
Yeah.
Because it's fake. It's just so they can get richer.
Yeah, exactly. No. Socialism just destroys societies.
Okay.
Levels
No,
not
we
seen
don't
in
need that.
over half a century, as Robert Reich.
Well, this ain't
spoke about
doing very
in The
good
Guardian.
either.
No, capitalism has
But,
failed. Because,
Ben, tell me
because
more about
people are too
groceries.
greedy.
Sure. No problem. Why are the groceries prices through the roof? Because just 4 companies control 85% of meat and poultry processing. Just one corporation sets the price for most of the nation's seed corn.
Yeah, me too,
and 2
Melanie.
giant
Yeah.
firms dominate consumer staples. All are raising prices and increasing profits just because they can.
Yes,
What's
Logan,
even more shameful
I agree.
is CEOs are openly admitting this. Openly admitting it. I don't even know if it's more
You
shameful. At
slept
least it's a
on.
little bit of honesty, but so transparently seeing their greed in action, admitting they are raising prices to increase profits.
We need a Robin Hood.
Man.
We need a Robin Hood.
The system's really messed.
Yeah. It's the same bullshit that England pulled back in the day.
There's no, like, nobody is ever going to be able to get enough leverage in this current system against somebody like Bezos. It's just not going to happen. They're too rich. You can't have a system that does that.
These corporations better be careful. The people are going to rise up. I'm just saying.
Yeah, corporate.
Hungry people are dangerous people.
We don't want no corporatocracy. Holy shit.
No. But I'm just saying, hungry people are dangerous people, and
Yeah, that's the truth.
and they're being very foolish what they're doing right now.
Yeah. The government totally sucks, you motherfucker. The government totally sucks.
Hello, bootleg. How are you? Wait until the people who want to be left alone get involved. Yeah, exactly. They're stupid.
Amid inflation.
This is gonna backfire on them.
We're feeling
bad.
good about how our consumers are staying loyal to our brands in spite of some of our pricing decisions, says Ramon Laguarta, the CEO of PepsiCo, or the CFO of Procter & Gamble, saying, while it's too soon to declare success,
good,
given the strength of our portfolio, broad-based share gains, and early in-market results, we feel relatively well-positioned about our position to execute pricing.
Fuck you up your fucking ass. That is so evil.
Wow. Yeah, this is see now. The question is will Republicans just turn blind eye to all this? Of course they will, because it's capitalism. But it's messed up, man. This imbalance is so it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the scale is broken.
Yeah.
Like people like Musk, and I'm not anti-wealth at all. Of course, I had money. I'm not anti-wealth at all. But people like Musk and Bezos, and I know they do charity, they do, but holy shit.
This is so evil. This is so evil. It's about greed. It's not about feeding people anymore.
Like I am pro-capitalism, of course, as a conservative. I'm a pro-capitalist, but I think capitalism has failed the planet, though.
Yeah.
Because we were too greedy. There wasn't enough charity. There was a lot of take, and people got really rich, but there was not enough put back out. You should be tithing. If every rich person in the country tithed 10% of their income every year, there'd be no homeless, ever. That's just the truth. But we have a system that doesn't work that way.
It's bullshit.
It's all federal bullshit.
And this is affecting the whole world.
Yeah, definitely.
We've now read about half a dozen of those quotes to you guys in different shows, because if you go to their earnings calls, that's where the CEOs brag about how well they did to the market.
Yeah, Melanie.
And so they tell the market, oh, we're increasing prices like crazy, and these suckers are still paying it. And so our profit margins are through the roof. Now, I'm going to show you that is the case in the numbers. See, in a normal market, when you have, as prices increase, it's because firms have 3 different components to a price. Your labor costs, your non-labor costs, and your profit margin, right? Now, normally every year you give a little bit of a raise to labor, so labor winds up becoming a bigger part of the increase in your prices. So from 1979 to 2019, 60% of the increase in prices was due to labor. Now, that's a long stretch of time, but it makes sense. It doesn't mean your wages went up a lot. They didn't, but of the same prices that went up, and if inflation was relatively under control, 60% of it was due to labor, and that is normal, okay? And only 11% were extra profits that they were piling on. But since 2019, after COVID hit, they realized, oh my God, there's no one checking at all. We're all monopolized now. Over all of these years,
That's
we
inappropriate.
gain control of these
That's not
markets.
right.
We get set almost any price we want, and the government isn't regulating us anymore. They don't let us do anything. They let us strand millions of people in airports, screw over entire Christmas breaks, etc., and they won't fine us $1. Even the Democrats won't do it. They're a goddamn joke. They're almost bragging about it in these calls. So what happened in these last 3 years? Only 8% of the price increases have been due to labor.
Bobby.
54% were because of extra profits. So when you see on cable news, whether it's
Maximum
Fox News
profits.
or MSNBC,
Good friendy.
telling you, and they both have, and we showed those clips to you as well. Oh, inflation's because of the workers. The wages are going up too much. And by the way, the Federal Reserve, representing the rich and the powerful,
them,
we
get
got to
out.
raise interest rates so that we lower employment and lower wages, and that's going to give us stability. It doesn't have anything to do with wages. It's all the massive profit that they're taking home.
The 8% isn't even increased wages. It's because unemployment has been so low, they have to just pay more people, not paying them better rates.
Yeah, so that's another part of it. So, and you never hear this in corporate media. Why? Because they're also giant corporations, right? So they're not going to tell you, we're also taking home the profit, and we're all pretending that it's your fault, but it's actually our decisions. So that's why Cardi B, greater than all of corporate media in telling you the truth about prices.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Amen. And
Yeah.
it's one thing to gouge
I
people on a
agree.
Tesla, but to gouge people on eggs and bread
That's sick,
and
dude.
peanut butter, like these corporations are truly evil at this point.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
Yeah.
you know, like the whole thing that happened with the infant formula, like, what is happening? These are basic necessities. Eggs, you're gonna fleece the American public on eggs? Go suck an egg.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I hope we call this story Cardi
Pissed
B
off people,
mad
man.
about price gouging.
Oh.
It took me a second, but I got
That's
it.
enough of that dog shit.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. We really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships.
Yeah, watermelon is stewing in her juices.
Yeah. What a fucking.
Wow. That was insane video.
This is another insane video.
Oh my god. I'm really sure.
The chimp goes absolutely ballistic
I'm
after.
99.
Wait. This is the title of the video. Chimp goes absolutely ballistic after being given Xanax. Travis the chimp. I need to know this.
I'm pretty much 100% sure that this was on Nancy Grace.
I think it might have been too.
Yeah.
But why would you give a fucking chimp a Xanax?
I don't know. I don't know.
He was acting crazy, so I wanted him to calm the fuck down. Obviously, it didn't do that to his brain.
It's I don't think that the drugs were made for chimps.
No.
I'm pretty sure the drugs are made for human beings, so.
Correct.
Okay. It probably hallucinated.
The chimp?
Yeah.
Don't humans and chimps
Yeah, I
have
thought
similar
they-
brains?
I thought we did.
Well, yes, but they're still not the same species, so you would think it would affect the brain differently because of different balances of hormones and
And
shit.
the dose.
Yeah,
For a human to be high for an animal.
yeah,
Yeah, they test on animals.
yeah. That's true.
Oh my god, Project X. Wolverine.
People are crazy. Anyway,
X-Men.
let's see how crazy this is. I think I may have seen this too, but I'm interested.
For
Yeah,
911, where's your emergency?
This is Shanny.
Yep, it is.
311. Hot criminal.
What's the
Send the
problem?
police. Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chimp killed my friend. He's killing my friend.
Who's killing your friend?
My chimpanzee.
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend. the monkey still by your friend, or can you get close to your friend?
Please, God, no, please.
Okay, I need you to calm down for me. I know it's hard, okay? I know it's hard. But they're going as fast as they can your way, okay?
God, please.
Dogs, cats, and birds are
Baby.
often kept as pets because of the
Well, yeah, I've never had a cat attack me like that. Holy shit.
That was insane.
Fuck Travis.
Chimp ripped her apart, man.
Travis is an asshole. Thank you, Nick.
We got the glow. You know,
We have the afterglow.
the glow.
Mm.
That's really good.
He's a happy boys.
I am. You made me very happy. You did. Thank you.
the unconditional love and
Later,
companionship
Zola.
they provide. These pets commonly become beloved family members, but occasionally certain people seek out other, more exotic animals, attempting to tame and domesticate them as pets too.
I don't
But
think
how
that's smart.
domesticated can these wild exotic animals be? Few owners would ever consider that their beloved pets could be harboring a dark, savage side, capable of inflicting horrific damage on people and property alike. But for some exotic pet owners, when they find out the harsh truth, it's already far too late. What is up, Ewu crew? The shocking story we have for you today is wild, gruesome, and incredibly tragic. It's a warning to anyone who dreams of keeping an exotic animal for a pet.
Quiet, very
In
good.
Very good,
1995,
baby.
Sandy and Jerry Harold sought out a chimpanzee breeder from Festus, Missouri, who ran a sanctuary. Though they themselves didn't operate a sanctuary, they wanted to buy a baby chimp to keep as a pet at their home
That
in
was
Stamford, Connecticut. The breeder,
stupid.
Connie
Yeah, that
Casey,
it
bred
ain't
a
for
male
everybody,
chimp
Nick,
named
but some people
Coco, who
think
had been
it's
taken
cute,
from
so.
jungles somewhere in the broad region of equatorial Africa in the 1970s.
If you find it in
Before
your
being
life, you'll
bought
love
by
it.
Casey for $12,000, and a female chimp named Susie, who
Thank
had
you,
retired
Nick.
after being on display in a
That's nice.
zoo. On October 21st,
Drags Kitty is a girl. I could have told him that. That's where Brett Kane is from.
Yeah, I don't like zoos, really.
Coctopus. What's your opinion on Amendum? I'm curious.
Festus, Missouri.
That's Brett's area.
That's Brett.
Yep. Doesn't that sound like a place that he'd be in?
Festus.
Yep.
Yeah, it does, actually. For some reason, it fits.
Amendum was crazy as fuck, but pretty entertaining.
I think he's smart as fuck,
He is smart.
personally.
I love when he goes off. It's just,
Well, that's
wow.
that's pretty often.
Yeah, it is.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. He's pretty chill. He chilled out
Yeah,
through
he's
age.
just teaching his version of science. He calls it draft science, and I think it's interesting shit. Actually,
Yeah.
I like listening to him.
Yeah.
He has a great way of speaking. Yeah, I mean, he's done radio shows or shit. I think. I don't know for sure, or maybe he's just YouTube. I don't know. It doesn't matter. He would have made a great radio host. I think. He's entertaining enough. And he's pretty smart, man. He's not a dumb guy.
The chimpanzee ate cigarettes and drank beer.
Fuck's sake, man. Oh my god.
Nick, quit your shit.
Well, no, we don't even.
No, I'm calling you out on your bullshit, Nick. He can talk what he wants to.
Yeah, I always do. What the fuck?
Jesus.
Nick didn't do nothing.
He said something passively aggressive toward me. And he knows it.
No, I don't think maybe you took that right. He's just saying.
No, when he gets to talk about things he likes, he flows well.
Yeah, I don't think he meant.
Is that how you took it? I did.
Well, okay, well that's topic change.
What, tubal ligation?
Yeah. Oh, good.
That's it, yes, yes. That thing.
Casey called Sandy and told her, "Your baby has arrived. It's a boy." And to Sandy, the little chimp really would become like a baby to her. Sandy quickly set off to meet the baby chimp she had excitedly been waiting for. But in order to take the baby from Susie, Casey had to tranquilize
boy.
the mother chimpanzee. The baby chimp was named Travis, after the country music singer Travis Tritt, who was a favorite of Sandy's. As a newborn, Travis was said to be covered in black hair everywhere but his pink face. Sandy had cried while meeting the baby chimp for the first
I'm
time,
happy with
when
my
his
baby
tiny
boy.
hands...
Just get a real fucking baby. Don't get a fucking wild animal that doesn't know any fucking better. Yeah, ancient god Tartarus. Cool name, by the way.
That's a cool name. Elder gods.
and feet grasped her own hands as she held him. Without hesitation, Sandy paid $50,000 in cash to Casey, and soon took the 3-day-old tiny chimp on a flight and then home
3-day-old?
with her.
Really?
Much like a human baby, Sandy cared for Travis by feeding him his formula through a bottle, burping him, and even putting him down for naps in a crib.
That's so creepy.
All the while, she and Jerry played with Travis and
creepy.
started to teach him to respond in English. They taught him to brush his teeth, much like a human, and even purchased an entire wardrobe for him, which they would dress him in
Jesus.
every morning. He often wore baseball shirts and sometimes a baseball cap. As he quickly grew, he started to move around,
Hey, Hot Mama.
no longer satisfied with dragging himself around on the floor. The Herald's house was large, but not equipped to satisfy a growing chimpanzee. They soon had to adapt their house to fit his needs. Much of their house became...
This is ridiculous. This woman kind of brought all this shit to herself. If you think about it.
By raising the monkey.
Yeah,
the chimp.
yeah.
It's dangerous.
Well, they tranquilized the mother and pulled the baby away from his mom.
Yeah.
That's abusive.
They're meant for the wild, not human lifestyle. I agree with that.
Yeah.
They should be left alone in the wild. That's their deal. They make their society work.
Yeah, this is abusive toward animals. I don't agree with this at all.
No, we shouldn't be having chimps, I don't think. That they're meant for the wild.
Yep.
They really are. We shouldn't domesticate them.
No. Ugh. People are dumb.
And you give them a
spaces
fucking
designed
Xanax.
just for Travis. Not only did they cage in a large room just for him, much like a bedroom, which was attached to an outdoor enclosure for him to access and outfitted with tires and ropes, but they also gave him a few other rooms all to himself that he would be able to move about whenever he was alone. The couple had to put a lock on their bedroom door, but when they were home, Travis had run of the entire house.
Really?
Eventually, though, Travis was sleeping in the Herald's room.
Jesus.
And though they had given him his own mattress,
He could have fucking ripped their face off and killed them in their sleep.
But he wouldn't under normal circumstances.
Yeah.
Why did they feed him pills? This is insane. Why the fuck did they feed him pills?
They're fucking dumb.
Who did this? Like, I can't wait to see the story. It's like...
he often ended up sleeping in bed with the both of them. Travis would even reportedly join both Sandy and Jerry in the bathtub. Sandy would later remark, "Until you've eaten with a chimp and bathed with a chimp, you don't know a chimp." Travis ate all of his meals at the table with the Heralds. And as he grew older, he even began drinking wine with dinner from a wine glass.
Oh my god!
The
Oh my god.
It's a person.
They fed the freaking chimp booze.
He is their life partner. Yeah, this would be considered like abuse of the animal, right? Because it's like...
This is so abusive.
It would be considered that, right?
I think it is.
Yeah.
It's certainly not treating a chimp how he should be in nature. Booze and pills given to a monkey is definitely abuse.
Yeah. Yeah. Animal abuse. Leave him where he should be.
God.
Why would you take an animal like that out of its environment? It's gonna fucking have problems. It just is. It doesn't know.
Do you think wild cats shit in boxes? No, they don't. They shit
No.
on the ground.
Right. Exactly. And a chimp is going to maybe see a piece of meat, even if it's its owner or something, as your meal.
Yep.
That could happen.
That's true. No, because the ground is one giant shit box. Yeah, exactly, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, Ted. I mean, you abuse something enough, it's going to fight back, and it'll fight fierce when it realizes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, our cats use the bathroom. Oh, the movie. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that. I don't like Matthew Broderick. Not a fan.
I hate to say it, but this woman needs to be charged with murder of her friend. Or at least
yeah.
manslaughter or something.
Probably.
She died? Oh. Well, there you go.
Wow.
I need to get a drink.
You need one? Okay.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah, no problem.
Harold's entire lives became consumed with Travis, and they even began bringing him to their work with them.
That's a nice vehicle. Ooh. That is some sexy fucking wheels. I couldn't see anyone saying no to that car.
Nice car.
Yeah, you should see this Corvette. It's nice.
Bro, oh my god, that's like a 60-something.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful?
Like a 69 Corvette or something?
Yeah.
That's awesome looking. Baller.
What would I do if I had that car? Enjoy the wind, baby.
Oh, that's sick.
Enjoy the wind. I probably cross country in that baby.
You know, that's enjoyable if you're alone, but I like sedans. I like sedan cars. I don't think I'd enjoy as much driving a coupe.
Really?
I never drove one though. I might like it better.
I don't know if it was just me and you.
Yeah, if it was just me and you, yeah. That would be cool. Yeah, Shanny would do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I feel. I like sedans.
The Heralds owned a towing company, and there was a large room above their tow shop. They soon filled the room with tire swings, ropes, and trampolines for him to play with as they worked. Sandy had a daughter named Sue, who had a young son, Tyler. As he grew up, Tyler
Oh my god! She could have killed her children!
Wow.
Oh my god! This woman's insane! She had kids and allowed a fucking chimp around her children.
That's insane. I have ridden in a Corvette before. It is kind of like a slalom. Like, yeah, this is nuts. You have a chimp with your child? Like, that's insane. You gotta be nuts. This is crazy.
often play with Travis, much like a human childhood friend. Even though they were actually similar in age, Travis matured quicker than Tyler. And gentle Travis would often care for the young boy. He was known to hold him in his lap and give him kisses. The Heralds really did seem to regard Travis like a human child. taking him to the beach with them, teaching him to ride a bike, and even how to control a ride-on lawnmower. He would water the houseplants, feed the family.
Dude, the frickin' chip could ride a lawnmower. Crazy chimp.
Happy New Year, Sadie.
Happy New Year.
There's no way. Yeah, this is child neglect
And animal abuse.
and animal abuse. Yeah.
Family horses, get himself a
crazy
drink
story.
from the fridge and
This
pour
channel's so
himself a
good.
glass, and even join them at restaurants. The Heralds appeared to believe that they had socialized and domesticated Travis, and that because they treated him like a human being, he almost was one. They didn't see him as a pet, but as part of their family. Sandy, in particular, viewed Travis as her son. Travis soon became a local celebrity in Stamford. The police were known to take pictures of him, and strangers would approach the Heralds to have pictures taken, sometimes even getting Travis to hold their children and pose. The Heralds eventually used him to advertise their business because he was so well known in Stamford.
Wow.
Sadly, Sue, Sandy's daughter, passed away in a motor vehicle accident, which sent the grieving mother into spiraling depression. The tragedy also resulted in her considering Travis to be her only remaining child.
Jesus.
Travis took on the role of Sandy's child easily, and he accompanied the couple even more frequently.
Bye,
But
Andrea.
though he often behaved as though he
Bye.
was human, the Heralds
Bye.
would soon learn they couldn't always control him. During a drive through downtown Stamford in October 2003, the Heralds stopped at a red light, and for some reason, someone threw an empty plastic bottle into the half-opened window where Travis sat. Travis's reaction was to grunt, unbuckle his seatbelt, open the car door, and knuckle walk across the road. While out on the street,
Whoa.
Travis reportedly lunged at someone walking by, before he began climbing over cars and swinging around the street. The entire time, he was smiling and hooting as the Heralds attempted to get him back in the car. Nothing they did could get him to calm down and leave.
McDonald's.
Not even their usual bribery of cookies and ice cream. After some time, a dozen police officers were called to help wrangle the loose chimpanzee. But
Holy shit. Why wasn't he taken away and put in a sanctuary then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It looks like this could have been avoided.
They should have put him in a sanctuary and stopped treating him like he's some baby. He was a grown adult chimpanzee. What would he do in a sanctuary? They could rehabilitate him, I would assume.
Wow. That's crazy.
he saw the officers as part of the game and started chasing them. For 2 hours, Travis evaded capture by local police. He would enter the Herald's
Those are
vehicle
chimpanzees.
and then swiftly open the doors and jump out before they could lock him in. Finally, after tiring of his game, Travis climbed into the vehicle and buckled his seatbelt to leave. The Herald reportedly kept Travis contained in his room the next day because he had been grounded for his actions. Even though police
Yeah, that'll work. Let's ground the animal.
You were a bad boy.
What the fuck, man? Yeah, it must be traumatic to be taken from your home, forced to do work, and be treated like property. Exactly.
agreed he was being playful. It was also clear that the Heralds didn't have complete control over Travis, and that even the police had been unsuccessful in capturing him when he was loose. The incident received a lot of attention, and because of it, the State Department of Environmental Protection became aware of Travis. They determined that the Heralds were violating a statute which required them to have a permit in order to keep an exotic primate of Travis's size and weight.
He's huge.
Despite this,
Big
they
boy.
chose not to take...
He's huge. He looks almost obese.
He's a big boy. They're very strong animals.
What they said is the baby was 3 days old and they had to Put the mom to sleep in order to get the baby away from the mother. That was just evil just to begin with.
Dick's out for Harambe.
Yeah.
Travis from them. Mostly because of his status as a local celebrity and partially because they didn't want to appear cold-hearted and harsh. They also claimed that they didn't believe Travis was a threat to public safety. It is important to note that most of the Stamford police officers knew Travis quite well, and almost all of them had posed with him for a photo at some point, which may have influenced their opinions on the incident. However, an animal control officer named Lynn Della Bianca was very concerned. Officer Della Bianca came to speak with Sandy about keeping Travis, and told her that adult male chimpanzees were as strong as 5 grown men, and known to be unpredictably violent. Della Bianca also told her that because Travis was now an adult at this point, he had reached his sexual maturity, and in the wild, chimps would be engaging in some sort of sexual activity daily, sometimes even up to 50 times a day.
Sure.
God damn!
Of course.
Damn!
That makes sense.
Fucking 50 times a day?
That makes sense.
Holy shit.
It's a lot of fucking.
I couldn't do it.
With a lot of fucking.
I couldn't do it.
Well, it's not with one partner. It's, oh, fuck you, I fuck you, I fuck you, I fuck you.
Holy crap.
Nuts.
Travis would have those same urges, but could become violent because of them. Even though Sandy listened to Della Bianca's warning,
Travis was horny.
she
He
quickly
couldn't
dismissed the
contain himself.
concerns, as she had never seen Travis display any kind of behavior close to violent. Still, Officer Della Bianca cautioned that Travis would live until he was 30 or 40, and she couldn't predict his behavior for his lifetime. Della Bianca later revealed that Sandy had expressed to her that she knew she wouldn't be able to keep Travis forever, and that one day he would have to go to a sanctuary as he would become harder to control when he got older.
Yeah.
But Sandy had withheld the entire truth from Officer Della Bianca. 2 years prior, in 2001, she had been told by Travis's breeder, Connie Casey, that Travis's parents, Susie and Coco, along with another chimp, had escaped from their cages. On the loose, they had allegedly aggressively approached 17-year-old Jason Coates' vehicle. Coates claimed that he and his friends were trapped inside as the chimps bared their teeth and rocked the vehicle. Coates eventually broke free and ran into his house to get a shotgun. By this time, Casey had arrived and tranquilized Susie, but she was still conscious. Though Casey had begged Coates not to use the weapon, he was reportedly afraid of the chimp and believed she would attack. He shot her 3 times. Susie died 2 hours after the incident. After the fact, other witnesses came forward and said that the chimps were being playful and friendly, and Coates served a month in jail for property damage and animal.
That's bullshit. He felt threatened. He shouldn't be in jail for that. Nah, he shouldn't be in jail for that.
They bared their teeth and shook the car.
Yeah.
Does that justify him popping him with a fucking AK? Or a fucking
Grabbed a
shot?
shotgun, shows AK-47.
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
made this doc?
that confused me, actually.
Well, they were talking about chimpanzees, but they were showing baboons. Baboons, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. They just took Eddie Free Domain images, you know.
It was probably quickly put together.
Yeah, because they pump out a lot of content.
Yeah.
And
Abuse.
they're great videos.
But he still maintains that the chimps had posed a threat to him. What's more, there was an alleged incident in 1996 with Travis, where he had actually shown that he could be aggressive. Leslie Mostel Paul had seen Travis while he was in the Herald's vehicle, and asked Sandy if she could approach him to say hello. Sandy had said it was fine, but when Paul tried to shake Travis's hand, he grabbed her hand and bit her. The bite was deep enough that it drew blood. Paul later described that she felt like Sandy was more aggravated than upset about the incident, as if she was annoyed it had happened. Paul said that she had to get a rabies shot just in case because Sandy took so long to prove that Travis had gotten his shots. Paul was so upset by the incident that she reported it to the police, but she was disappointed when the matter was never looked into. Later, the police would claim that they never received Paul's report. In hindsight, these glimpses of aggressive behavior were hints to the horror that would occur in the future. Regardless of if the Heralds believed that Travis was a threat or not, they still no longer took him out in public, as it was clear they wouldn't be able to capture him if he didn't want to be contained. Reportedly, the mayor at the time warned that if he got loose again, he could be shot. Trapped at home and no longer allowed to accompany the Heralds to work or on outings, Travis began to sulk and mope about being cooped up in the house. Around this same time, Jerry became incredibly ill with stomach cancer, and Sandy was spending all of her time with him in the hospital. Jerry began to worry that if he passed away, Travis would be too much for Sandy to take care of on her own. He even suggested that she take him to a sanctuary. When Jerry died on April 12, 2004, Sandy felt incredibly alone. And despite Jerry's worries, she chose to keep Travis with her. Travis also appeared to mourn in his own way, taking the pictures of Jerry off the wall and kissing them before holding them to his chest. He even started to take care of Sandy, filing her nails and brushing her hair when she sat crying. A year after Jerry passed, Sandy debated sending Travis to a sanctuary, even writing a letter to the owner, but she soon changed her mind and never sent it.
She should have done it.
Yeah.
Like,
it was time.
Yeah, you just don't do this to wild animals. Is take them out of their natural habitat and try to turn them into humans. They're not humans. They're wild animals. Let them be wild animals.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome, Carissa. Enjoy your new kitchen cabinets.
New cabinets, man. That's awesome.
I know, right?
It's always fun.
I know.
To, like, smell the wood and stuff. Yeah.
And everything looks nice and new and...
Yeah, there's no splotches on the shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's nice. That's cool.
Part of this decision was because Sandy and her friend, Charla Nash, a single mother, had reunited after Jerry passed. Sandy allowed Charla and her young daughter to live in a loft that she owned, and even offered her a job bookkeeping for the towing business. Their friendships...
1 minute.
Oh.
Oh. Hello, Aiken.
That was a big one.
Knuckles. Sorry, I was going to say hi to you, but I had to sneeze first. And I didn't want to say your name in the middle of a sneeze. Ugh. We bought it all with a loan of the house, not knowing we would need them for the mold anyway. Yeah, that's awesome.
Sucks that they had mold, though.
Yeah, it does suck, but it's awesome that she gets new cabinetry.
Yeah, that's true.
Seemed to save Sandy from the depths of her despair. And Charla often spent time helping Sandy take care of her house as well as Travis. Charla had experience with Travis,
love, Aiken.
as she had visited quite frequently when he was younger, and he often climbed up her legs and shoulders and played with her blonde hair. Now that she was back involved in his life, Charla soon started making jokes that she was Travis's aunt, as she often took care of him. For 4 years, Travis never left the Herald property, and in that time, the chimp had transformed. He was 14 years old, and due to Sandy's inability to care for him as well as she once had, he had gained enormous amounts of weight, coming in at around 240 pounds as a result of eating only junk food, such as ice cream, popsicles.
So I was right. He was overweight.
Yeah.
That's animal abuse, too.
Feeding him just ice cream.
Just feeding him junk food.
That's nuts that they can survive on that.
Right?
On junk food.
Amen, Krissa.
Good deal.
And fish and chips.
Oh, God.
He spent his time watching one of the 3 TVs all day or playing with his own pet cat named Misty. Though Sandy appeared to be recovering from the devastating loss of Jerry, Travis's agitation grew over the years, and he was often irritable. It seemed that being cut off from the rest of the world and limited to only the house, in addition to the pain of Jerry's sudden death, caused Travis to lose some of the sweet nature he was known for. He was particularly surly on February 16th, 2009.
Was the baby in mourning and that's why he reacted that way? Hi, Shanny and Rev. I am a new subscriber follower. Can I get a shout out? Woohoo. What's up, third time charming?
Third time charming. All right.
What's up?
Welcome.
Oh, no. It's okay, Krissa.
That can happen, though.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Just as Sandy was about to head out of the house to meet a friend. Sandy tried to calm him by getting him to color or draw, watch TV or eat, but nothing seemed to distract him from his agitation.
Do people withdraw from Adderall? I have no idea.
Oh, I'm sure it has withdrawal symptoms, yeah.
Really?
Oh, I'm sure it does.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm sure it has. Yeah, I'll...
You can Google it.
Yeah, look, most of those type of medications do.
That is true. Because it's mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an amphetamine. Yeah, he's going to withdraw.
Yes.
Bad.
Not well.
No.
Won't be fun.
I'd call the pharmacy and tell them.
Yeah, they'll probably refill you okay.
Yeah.
They'll probably refill you. That's important. You have his meds.
Yeah. I don't know if they do it or not. It doesn't hurt. I would call the pharmacy.
Sure.
She worried about him enough to put a Xanax pill into Travis's tea in the hopes that he would settle down. It didn't appear to be working.
No.
As Travis took her car keys and went out to the yard where Sandy failed to coax him back into the house.
He took the car keys?
He clearly wanted to go for a car ride, which he was no longer allowed to do, and was pacing across the yard. Panicked, Sandy called Charla. Later, there would be...
Dude just wanted to get out of the house. He wanted to be a free doby.
I thought that was her phone for a second.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking nuts.
He wanted to be a free chimp.
Free Dobie.
Yeah, man. He wanted to ride. And he wasn't allowed to. That's why he freaked out, man. He felt like he was a prisoner.
He should have been having sex 50 times a day.
Yeah.
Like a real chimp.
Yeah, he felt cooped up, man.
Yeah.
Dude had fucking cabin fever.
Exactly.
And he went all Jack Torrance on
Sorta.
someone.
Sorta. Yeah.
I don't blame him so much. Yeah, cabin fever is real.
Definitely.
A disagreement about whether or not Sandy asked Charla to come and help her, or if Charla had volunteered to come over herself. Either way, Charla arrived at Sandy's house around 3:40 p.m. and found Travis out in the yard. At first, Charla held up an Elmo doll she had brought to distract Travis. She held the doll over her face, but he reacted in a way she hadn't expected at all. Upon seeing her, Travis charged across the yard, about 35 feet away, running on his knuckles in a rage before rearing up onto his 2 back legs right in front of her. Stunned, Sandy had shouted at him that it was Charla and for him to stop. But Travis didn't listen. Instead, he shoved Charla against her vehicle, where she then dropped to the ground. Seeing his sudden attack, Sandy screamed for him to stop. But when he didn't, she grabbed a snow shovel and hit him over the head. Despite Travis screaming as well, he didn't stop his attack on Charla, who was defenseless against the enormous animal. Sandy ran back to the house and grabbed a butcher's knife to defend her friend. She stabbed Travis 3 times, but he didn't even slow down.
Wow.
Allegedly, Travis paused only once to stand up and face Sandy where she stood petrified. He made eye contact with her before turning away and continuing his assault on Charla. Not knowing what else to do and fearing.
Wow, he was done.
That's nuts.
He was done. Whew.
That's nuts, dude.
That monkey's adrenaline was pumping so much that he didn't feel a fucking thing, dude.
He just kept going.
Yeah. He didn't feel
He
shit.
just ripped her face off. Like, what did he do?
He would attack her as well. Sandy ran to her car where it was parked nearby, knife still in hand, and locked herself inside. She made a frantic call to 911. Sandy sobbed while screaming for the police to arrive. She asked for the police to bring a gun to stop her chimpanzee from killing her friend.
The chimp killed my friend!
What's the problem with your friend?
Huh? Please!
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
The police! With a gun! With a gun! They gotta have their guns out. They gotta have their guns out. Listen to me. Oh my God.
End quote. He ripped her apart. Hurry up, please. The dispatcher had reportedly believed the call was a hoax, as they never expected to hear reports of a chimpanzee attack.
He's killing my friend!
Who's killing your friend?
My chimpanzee!
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
He ripped her apart! Hurry up!
With a gun.
Hurry up, please! He ripped her face off!
He ripped her.
She's dead.
Why are you saying that she's dead?
She's dead. He ripped her apart.
He ripped what apart? Her face?
Everything.
Is the monkey still by your friend, or can you get close to your friend?
He's eating her. Please. God, no, please.
Okay, I need you to calm down for me. I know it's hard, okay? I know it's hard. But they're going as fast as they can your way, okay?
God, please.
Chimpanzee.
It wasn't until Sandy screamed, "He's eating her," that they took the call seriously. When the police finally arrived, they found Charla lying on the ground, mostly naked from Travis ripping at her clothing. She appeared to be dead. Travis was angrily roaming the yard, but rapidly approached the police vehicle. He yanked at one of the police doors, but found it was locked, and then swung around to the other side. Here, he easily knocked off one of the side view mirrors before he yanked on the other door. This one was unlocked, and it opened. The officer on that side was Frank Chiafar.
This is insane.
He opened the police officer's car? Oh my God, did he kill the fucking officer? What the fuck?
This is nuts. We need a serial killer chimp movie.
Bro.
That needs to happen again if it's probably been done.
Whoa.
He described that Travis was in a frenzy, and that he recognized the chimp from his visits to the police station to take photos with the officers. Officer Chiafari was startled by Travis's blood-stained face, and he pulled out his gun. Officer Chiafari described the incident, saying, "He gave me a split second to react. He shows his teeth, a snarl, and I see blood. I see his fangs. I just start to shoot." Travis was shot 4 times, and at first he didn't react. Then he shrieked, defecated, and ran away. A group of officers set after Travis, but he managed to sneak back into the house.
And he's still not down. He got shot 4 times and that fucking dude's still not fucking down.
That's insane. That's an insane animal.
He's like freaking Jason.
Terminator.
Yeah, dude.
That's insane.
Holy shit balls.
You don't fuck with a chimp.
Nah, man. He's 50 Cent. Yeah,
literally.
right?
Like, literally. That's insane.
Bulletproof. Oh, my God. Crazy.
That's insane.
House during the chaos and went into his room. It was there that he collapsed from... all his wounds and died. The police couldn't have prepared themselves for the carnage that they discovered at the scene. Shockingly, Charla was still alive.
She
And
was?
she moved, trying to get the officer's attention.
Wow.
The vicious attack resulted in the loss of her nose, both of her eyes, her lips, and scalp. Most of the bones of her face were broken, and she had lost one of her hands and most of the other. The injuries were horrific and extensive, and she wasn't expected to make it. But Charla was swiftly sent to Cleveland Clinic in critical condition, and there she underwent 7 hours of life-saving surgeries.
God bless her,
She
man.
managed to hang on, and despite all odds, she survived.
Holy
Though
fuck!
doctors were able to reattach her jaw, the chimp
God bless that woman, man. She's alive to tell the story.
Wow. I didn't expect that.
That's awesome.
Wow. Dude.
They didn't do bad for constructive surgery, to tell you the
They
truth.
did their best.
Yeah, they did their best. God bless that woman, man. That's awesome she survived that attack.
Yeah.
had given her an infection, which caused Charla to become permanently blind. The story shocked the entire world. Immediately, Sandy became the target of reporters horrified by the shocking case. They attempted to lure her out of her house for an interview, but Sandy refused to speak to anyone for weeks after the incident. She was often demonized in the eyes of the press and seen to be at fault for Travis's
G-Man.
Oh my god, yeah, okay.
Everyone knows that's G-Man.
Yeah, that's true.
Him trying to look cool like he's badass or something.
Some B-roll.
Yeah, God bless the woman for surviving. That's awesome.
Yeah.
attack. The media even went so far as to make unseemly accusations against her relationship with Travis. There were also claims that Travis had appeared on Maury Povich show and in a TV show with Sheryl Crow and Michael Moore. Later, Sandy would mourn the way she was portrayed in the media, as though she had cared more about Travis than Charla. Sandy defended herself, saying that she stabbed her own son, trying to save Charla. She also later described that it felt as though she had stabbed herself. It had upset her so much. Sandy even elaborated that she believed that the moment when Travis turned to face her after she had stabbed him, he was asking her, quote, "Mom, what did you do?" Sandy was further horrified when she went to the crematorium to deliver Travis's favorite tie-dyed t-shirt and found out that the chimp she thought of as her own child had been decapitated in order to have a rabies test conducted. The test result revealed that he didn't have rabies, which would have explained his violent attack. There were other explanations later offered for the savage attack. Though Sandy may have viewed and treated Travis like a human son, he was a wild animal, no matter what she believed. Without knowing it, the strangely close relationship Sandy and Jerry had with Travis may have played a role in causing his attack. In the wild, chimps are very territorial and often get into violent altercations when they feel their space or mate is being threatened. When Charla arrived at the house, she had a new haircut and was driving a different vehicle, one that Travis wasn't familiar with. As Travis was so bonded with Sandy, he likely thought Charla was a threat when he didn't recognize her. Others believe that the chimp had spent 14 years of his life repressing his true nature because he lived like a human being for so long.
Yeah.
They think that the attack was inevitable, as it was
I
only a
think
matter
so.
Yeah.
You can't treat a wild animal like a human being. You know?
No, not forever.
No.
Should have let him out.
Definitely.
Into the wild. That's it.
Like, let him be a boy.
Yeah. Let him be a boy. Crazy.
Whatever. It's awful. It's just, the whole thing's just tragic and sad.
Sad story.
matter of time before the chimp would act like the animal he really was. As well, there is some debate on whether or not the Xanax Sandy gave to Travis may have made him more inclined to attack, as the medication wasn't prescribed to him. In humans, Xanax can cause hallucinations, aggression, and even mania, though it is an anti-anxiety medication. It very well could have been Sandy's attempt to calm Travis that sent him spiraling into a rage.
Yeah, I think maybe.
Sandy
There you
later
go.
denied ever having given Travis Xanax, but the examination of Travis's body had shown evidence of the drug. Officer Chiafari later reflected that despite Travis's devastating attack, he views the chimp as a victim as well as Charla. He should have been in the jungle where he's supposed to be,
Yeah.
not in a house drinking wine and taking Xanax.
Yeah.
Reportedly, Sandy slept with an urn every single night that contained the ashes of Travis's body. When
The fuck, psycho?
Holy shit.
Your freaking chimp caused your friend to die in front of you horribly, and here you are sleeping with the... Weird.
That's weird. He was family, though.
What's up, Grease Bunny? How you doing, mama?
I know.
No, she didn't die, but it's weird that she would have the urn of the chimp next to her. Treating a wild animal like an alcoholic suburban mom. Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is crazy.
Sandy passed away in 2010 at the age of 72 from an aortic aneurysm.
Ow.
She was buried with the urn in her hands. Since she passed away 15 months after the attack, some have said that after the loss of her daughter, husband, and the chimp she treated like a son, and the maiming of her close friend, she had died from a broken heart.
Probably.
Charla's family sued Sandy only a month after the attack. They asked for $50 million.
Jesus.
They eventually settled on $4 million, and Charla herself then attempted to sue the state of Connecticut for $150 million, as she claimed they knew Travis was dangerous from previous incidents. But she lost the case. Many of the surgeons who worked to save Charla, as well as the police who responded to the horrifying incident, received therapy in order to cope with what they had witnessed and the harrowing memories. Yet it was Charla who showed incredible resiliency. She later remarked in an interview, "I just want to get on with my life and get better."
She's
On Charla's
awesome.
56th birthday, only 9 months after she had been attacked, she officially revealed her new face to the world while on the Oprah Winfrey Show.
I remember that.
Charla
That's
also
wow,
explained
that's
to
I
Oprah
remember
that she
this
couldn't
from.
remember much of the scarring incident, and that she didn't want to. The show
No.
shocked viewers, as Charla appeared on camera after receiving a graft from her leg to create a nose. Though she survived numerous injuries, there was little that surgeons could do cosmetically, as some areas of her face would never look the way they did before. For 2 years, Charla underwent numerous surgeries. Though all helped to salvage her body after the savage attack, she was also the recipient of innovative transplants. Charla underwent the very first double hand and face transplant in the U.S.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I remember
Though
that.
all transplants were initially successful, Charla developed pneumonia as she was healing. Her body rejected both of the hand transplants,
no.
and doctors were forced to remove them because of infection which caused poor circulation in the limbs. But even after receiving the revolutionary face transplant, which her body seemed to be responding well to, Charla still suffered other setbacks in her road to recovery. As can occur with many transplants, her body began to slightly reject the tissue of the transplant.
Ah,
She had actually taken part in a military-funded study, trying to determine whether or not recipients of transplants can be weaned off of anti-rejection drugs, which come with other serious side effects. Often seeking to aid others, Charla chose to participate
God
in
bless
order to
her.
help military service members who become injured enough to need transplants. Even though she risked her own body rejecting the tissue, Charla reportedly didn't regret helping in the study and believes the research will help others. Once she was back on the anti-rejection medication, her transplant was successfully accepted.
awesome.
She now has a nose, lips, and jaw again, and her face has utterly transformed.
oh, that's
I
awesome.
just feel like it's my face. It's just not working real good, Charla shared. Today, Charla survives with the help of an aide who comes to her home most days of the week. Her life has been radically altered, as she is blind and has lost the use of both of her hands. Yet, all Charla wants is her independence back. And
Oh,
now,
bless
after
her.
adjustment, some days she can even function alone.
That's awesome.
She appears to just want to move forward from what happened to her. Her friends and family describe Charla as always having been a survivor, and it was her fighter spirit that has allowed her to thrive even after so much trauma. She once said in an interview, "I know I always had an attitude to whatever came my way. I'd overcome it. I wouldn't let it hold me back." The tragic
That's a
story of
fighter
Travis
spirit.
and Charla is not an isolated incident, as there have been numerous other instances of exotic animals kept as pets who either escape, show their wild nature, or even attack their owners. Even when these animals appear domesticated, they are often
Unpredictable. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. That's why they're meant to be in the wild, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It's as simple as that.
Just keep them in the wild. What the hell is that?
It's the heat.
Oh,
Radiators.
Jesus. I'm getting like all fucking paranoid. I'm like, what the fuck is that noise?
Radiators. Clinking.
I wish I was like... ugh.
What?
I'm glad no one died.
Yeah.
Everybody lived.
No death.
Pete is done being diplomatic and tells everyone to F off.
Oh, dude.
Well, you know what? I don't care. I just don't care.
She's dead, Jim.
Yeah. Like, there's more things to bitch and complain about in this world and talk about than that dipshit stuff.
True.
78 in Texas, about to turn the AC on. Yeah, I would. That seems very hot.
Yeah.
So, actually, I want to see that Chernobyl thing, the horror of Chernobyl.
Yeah, that'd be great.
You want to see that?
I'm down with that.
All right.
What is up, Ewu crew?
Woo woo.
Ewu.
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 Today, we're taking a look at the events of April 26, 1986, a date that was forever seared into history. We will be discussing one of the best-known disasters of the 20th century, an event remembered today as the worst man-made tragedy and the biggest nuclear catastrophe in all of history. If you enjoy true crime, mysteries, and true stories, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Now, let's get into it. In 1986, Chernobyl, Ukraine was part of the Soviet Union. The first nuclear reactor in the air.
You were 12? I was, like, probably 2.5.
Yeah, I was 2.
Yeah. I was a baby.
Baby. Little baby.
I was in Italy.
Were you?
Yeah.
You were in Italy?
Yeah. That's too close to Chernobyl, dude.
That's pretty close, I guess.
It's too close.
Area was built in 1977, and before April 26th, the nuclear power plant was beginning to look like a beacon of USSR success. However, there was no way to predict the catastrophe that would occur and result in altering the fate of those at the plant, as well as countless others in the surrounding areas for generations to come.
Right.
At 1:23 a.m. on the 26th, the nuclear plant attempted to conduct a fairly routine test to see how the plant would function during a power loss. The test would last less than a minute. In total, only 36 seconds. The plant was shut down in order to conduct the test that was meant to check how the power from the steam turbines would transfer to the backup generators.
Oh,
During
no.
the test, reactor number 4 experienced a raise of output power. At first, this was expected. However, a series of missteps resulted in unimaginable consequences. 25-year-old Leonid Toptunov was the senior reactor control engineer, and that night, he was on shift at Reactor 4. He was highly trained and knew better than most how difficult the reactors were to maintain. However, he had only been in this position of senior control engineer for 2 months. And he had accidentally missed a step when he took control of the reactor, which caused the power output to dramatically fall. Tuptonov had suggested shutting down the reactor completely, and therefore ending the test, but his superior manager, Anatoly Dyatlov, threatened him to increase the power to continue the test. The workers then inserted control core rods into the reactor, which were made of boron carbide to reduce the power output. However, due to another error, the control rods had the graphite in the middle, meaning that they did not decrease the energy when expected, and instead, there was a sudden, unpredicted surge of power, which caused an immediate steam explosion. The explosion cracked through the reactor, blowing the upper casing up through the ceiling.
Yeah.
The first explosion was closely followed by a second. This one caused by the built-up hydrogen from the previous steam explosion.
Oh, Lord.
The deputy chief engineer, Anatoly Dyatlov, had been supervising the test, and he claimed that, had he known that the graphite was in the center of the rods, he never would have instructed the workers to continue the test. Some now speculate that the reactor was already unstable prior to the test, and that the control rods did very little to cause the disaster. The initial explosion was massive. Bursts of fire, the steam explosion, and large clouds of radiation were released as high as a kilometer into the air and the surrounding areas. The radiation was described by the Berkeley physics professor, Dr. Richard Muller, as like shrapnel from a bomb. Around 5% of the radioactive reactor core was deposited across Europe.
Wow.
And some of that radiation...
Wow.
Found it in Sweden, dude.
And then cancer rate spiked.
I'm sure that's the case. Tumors. Leukemia.
Yeah, I don't think people had a problem with, like, cancer back in the day.
Not what it is now.
Yeah.
No way. No way.
No, we ruined the earth, man. We really did ruin the earth. Like, even the aliens tell us no to nuclear energy.
You shouldn't be wanting to slice atoms in half. Oh.
No.
Why?
Yeah. We should eliminate all nuclear reactors and all nuclear weapons and dismantle it all.
Yeah. I agree with that. Totally.
Radiation was found all the way in Sweden. Shockingly, the Chernobyl power plant was not equipped to deal with any sort of disaster. Normal regulations required there to be a
Hi, Huda. How are you?
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you?
Containment building.
containment building, which would be a gas-tight structure surrounding the nuclear reactor. It was normally a dome reinforced with steel and concrete that would prevent anything radioactive from being released.
Are you serious? Nuclear energy is the only renewable source of energy we have. Look up thorium reactors. Without nuclear energy, we have none. Better than cancer. Watermelon to Rev. I lick your nose, I lick your nose again. I drag my claws down your eyelids. Oh, you're up. Feed me.
Food. She's a good girl. I should go get Gavin.
You need your
I
Gavin?
think I need Gavin.
Okay. You go get your teddy
I
bear.
know.
I bet he's puffy faced.
Yeah, you think he's a puffy face?
I bet he's a big old sleepy puffy
Do you
faced
think
boy.
he's a floppy boy?
I think he probably is a floppy, puffy faced boy.
I'm gonna have a fucking stroke.
Oh Jesus, Jason.
There's Gavin. Boy.
I will agree to disagree with you. Gift sub? Well, you can buy a sub, but someone could give you a gift sub if they want to. My cat named Keeper paws my face for food. No claws, just paw puffs. Aww. It is a Gavin. And he is puffy faced.
He's puffy boy.
Hi, puffy boy. How's my baby?
Oh. Yeah.
He's a good baby.
Yeah, we love this Gans.
He's a good baby.
He's a good baby boy. Yeah. You go have food. He loves the dry gravy food.
He does.
He loves it.
He loves gravy.
Gravy is his favorite thing.
In the whole wide world,
Next
he
to
loves.
us.
Yes,
He loves us and watermelon and then gravy.
that's right.
Then cream. No, then fish.
Oh, he loves fish.
Then cream.
Yes,
And then he loves people.
yes.
He's a good boy.
That's a Gavin. Oh, there's a watermelon baby goes.
I take him and she
Into
always
the
comes
surrounding
down.
area from the reactor. The Chernobyl plant had no containment
My Amazon
building.
wish list is empty.
If
right
there had
now.
been one,
They
the disaster would
sabotage it,
likely
looks
not
like.
have caused any deaths. Initially, the Soviet Union responded to the disaster by trying to hide the exact magnitude of the destruction from the rest of the world, and even those in the USSR.
Bastards.
In fact, it actually took them about a week to finally make an announcement to the world that the explosion had occurred,
Really?
and that tons of radiation had leaked into the wide area surrounding Chernobyl. The USSR government forbade people from leaving certain areas, and actually cut phone lines to repress the spread of information. However, it now appears that this drastic measure may have actually backfired on the oppressive regime. As today, much of the truth of what happened that fateful night in Chernobyl
Shut the fuck up. We're gonna really piss off the Americans. Shut the fuck up. You don't want to piss off the Americans. Shut the fuck up. It was an accident. Shanny, I saw this really good cat quote today. It said, "My cats and I talking shit about you." Yeah, that's accurate. That's accurate. No, they didn't want to lose face. I know.
No, this is good industry, good Russian jobs brought by this industry of nuclear, you know? So we keep going. In Russia, the radiation gets you, you know? It's the way it is. We're tough. We can take it. Duh. Duh.
Duh.
still isn't entirely known. Because the Soviets employed such harsh measures to maintain secrecy, we may never know some of the true details of what occurred.
Fuck you, Russia.
Andrei Glukov worked at the Chernobyl plant and had heard the loud bangs of the explosion in the early morning hours of April 26th. Following the booms of the plant's ceiling being blown off, there was a brief cut in the power. It wasn't until 2 days later when Andrei himself went into the plant and saw the glowing reactor core that he realized what had happened. Even as an employee, he hadn't been told of the explosion until later.
Dude, he's probably dead now because of radiation, dude.
Most likely.
He saw the core glow.
Dude, that's nuts.
That's
Can
crazy.
you imagine seeing that? That'd be nuts.
Be like, fuck, I'm dead.
Yeah,
And, like,
I'm definitely
I'm dead in 3 weeks.
Not even.
Yeah.
Probably a week. If you
Yeah.
you see it glowing?
Dude. Yeah, it's like the Wrath of Khan,
Mm-hmm.
and Spock is taking all that radiation.
Yeah, that scene is sick, dude. That's a great scene. Spock is the shit.
We should go crazy and watch some Star Trek.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
I would love to see Star Trek the motion picture.
The first one again?
No, just go on a fucking binge on Star Trek movies.
All of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I really gone back, because I think we've watched most of them.
Yeah.
I definitely think my favorite is the first one. That's a great movie. The V'ger requiring the information, dog shit. It becomes funny. It's just funny.
That's why it's so great. Vija requires the information.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. They're like, literally, it looks like Shatner wants to say, why don't you shut the fuck up?
Yeah, probably. You're right, Shanny. If you're close enough to see the core, you're dead in probably less than 3 weeks. Scary shit. Yeah, right? You like the Patrick Generations?
Generations is
or
awesome.
First Contact, or which one? I love the Borg one, First Contact.
I need to watch that one again. I saw that in the theater.
Yeah, let's watch it. I love that one.
You can make it horny.
Yeah, Data.
Yeah, I knew
kinda
it.
makes me horny. Yeah.
I knew it. See,
I would totally bone Data.
You'd bone Data.
I would. I'm not lying.
You'd bone Joxer the Mighty.
Brett Spiner's hot.
You would bone Joxer the Mighty.
Yeah, I would.
You would bone Joxer.
Oh, I'd give him a good time.
Mm-hmm. You'd bone Joxer. I'd love to see his reaction to that. We got to get Ted Ramey on the show somehow. Have Ted Ramey Skype in with us.
That would never happen.
He's so cool, I think it might. He's so cool. He's a different type of guy. He's not...
Now, I could get Gabby.
Who? Gabby?
Betsy DeSaro?
Yeah, she probably would, dude.
She loves me.
Dabby.
Or Dabby. Yeah, I could get Dabby, probably.
Maybe.
I flirted up with her.
You should fucking do that.
I do. I flirted up with her.
That'd be amazing. Get fucking Dabby on with her. Dabby and Shanny show?
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's fucking sick. You just smoke up together. With a podcast.
And then we make out at the end of it just to freak people out.
Well, I mean, she's in California, right? I mean,
What are y'all planning for this evening? Probably watching movies together. Chilling.
We should watch some Deep Space Nine.
Yeah. Who's Dabby? She's on the Netflix show. What the fuck is it called?
Disjointed.
Disjointed, yeah, with Kathy Bates. Do you think Bob Marley is smoking it up in heaven? Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, he loved ya.
Yeah, yeah.
We smoking in the name of the Lord.
Yeah.
We jamming, we jamming, we jamming, we jamming. And I hope that you'll be jamming too.
How could he not be in heaven?
We jamming, 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 we jamming.
Yeah. How could he not be up there?
Jason did not like Itchy the Killer.
No. No.
I liked it.
What? Why?
It's like an anime.
There's no redeeming character in the movie.
But you didn't watch it till the end.
I didn't need to, dude.
Too much. Yeah, it was too much for him.
It's gratuitous. Like it's like watching a live action presentation of Rotten.com.
Kung Fu Hustle, dude.
And I mean, no, the way they start the movie, even okay. The way they start the movie is a guy is masturbating to a rape. That right away to me was like, okay, why'd you put that in the movie? Like, why? And then it goes into the details, and the guy's like, yeah, I wanted to be raping her, and that's why I was masturbating. It's, like, insane. And then they show the guy's jizzing. It's, no. Like, that's trash cinema to me. It's just gross. Like, gross, you know?
Well, there you go.
Gratuitous gross.
He said about seeing the core. This was the moment that I realized this was not an accident.
Oh, it wasn't an
accident? It was a
disaster?
disaster. 2 workers at the Chernobyl plant died from the explosion within hours of the disaster. The body of one of the men is believed to actually still be inside the plant.
Holy shit, there's a body still in the plant?
What?
They can't take the body out. It's probably too dangerous to go in there.
Yeah.
Sorry I brought it up.
So I just want to ask you this.
What?
You being a really wonderful, peace-loving individual that normally does not like stuff like that, what made you like that? Because it's anime-like. That's the main reason? You feel like you're watching an anime.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that. The way it's filmed and shit, I can see that. Yeah. That does make sense. And I think that element of the movie I did enjoy.
Wasn't it a graphic novel originally?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right about that. It was a manga. Wasn't it a manga?
I think so.
It was a manga, I think. Which is always very fucking extreme. They do this. Not all mangas, but like graphic and shit, but a lot of it is. Yeah, it was a manga. Okay.
Okay, so I wasn't wrong. Okay, yeah, that's why.
Now, looking at it from that, I could maybe bite my tongue for the scenes and just watch it for that.
Yeah.
Like it's an anime.
Yeah, exactly.
But like torturing people and stuff. It's
You don't like it. But that's one of the reasons why I don't like Hostel.
No, that's gross.
Let's go back to Chernobyl.
Yeah, that's cool. Sorry.
But the casualties grew in the following weeks, rapidly climbing to 31 as people succumbed to acute radiation syndrome from the leaked radioactive material. Over 200 of those who responded to the disaster later died.
Yeah.
Most from cancer, usually thyroid cancer.
That makes sense.
It is important to note that the exact death toll of those affected by the Chernobyl disaster is still widely contested today. Though the UN acknowledges at least 4,000 people were killed as a consequence of the explosion and radiation, other estimates bring that number as high as hundreds of thousands who were affected and died from exposure to the radiation.
Probably.
Other reports claim that about 50 people died as a direct result of exposure to the radiation released. Many of them were workers at the plant, but many didn't actually succumb to their illnesses right away, and the latest death was counted in 2004. However, still other numbers, such as those estimated by Greenpeace, think the number of direct deaths could eventually be as enormous as 93,000. The United Nations Scientific Committee on the Effects of Atomic Radiation has also found evidence of 15 more deaths from thyroid cancer caused by exposure to radiation from the Chernobyl disaster.
That
A whopping
sucks.
6,500 other non-fatal thyroid cancers were identified to be caused by the radioactivity. However, the UN has now released the statement, "There is no evidence of a major public health impact attributable to radiation exposure 20 years after the accident."
Really?
Overall, there is no conclusive or universally agreed.
They're covering shit up. You damn well know they're covering shit up.
Of course, it was a huge disaster. It's like, it's fine.
Yeah, fucking piss ants, these people. I swear to God.
I don't
piss
like
ants.
the UN, dude. I don't like the UN at all.
Yeah. They're lying.
Yeah, of course they are.
Agreed upon number for just how many people died in association with the Chernobyl disaster. There may never be any agreement. Many of those who died were the brave firefighters who had run into the disaster area to try and control the raging fires that broke out in the power plant.
I'm not
These
doing that.
firefighters
Fuck
were
that.
exposed to extreme levels of radiation, and dozens of them later died from radiation poisoning. The only way to fight off this kind of extreme exposure is through a blood transfusion, which none of them received. In total, 27 firefighters died from radiation sickness. One of those firefighters was Vasily Ignatenko, who was one of the first to arrive after the reactor exploded. He was only 25 when he responded to what he believed was a routine fire. Vasily and the other firefighters showed up without any of the necessary equipment that may have kept them safe from the radiation. He had been living in the city of Pripyat, which is near the Ukraine-Belarus border, when he received the summons to help stop the rapidly spreading fire. Pripyat was built specifically as a place for the Chernobyl workers and their families to live. About 60,000 people lived there at the time. Ignatenko's wife, Lyudmila, later lamented that Vasily and the other firefighters were going straight into the hands of death. They all drove out in their usual uniforms, not wearing chemical protection, not having anything but a layer of clothes against what was an unimaginable dose of radiation. They didn't even put on the canvas gear that would have slightly helped.
What's up, Boo? How you doing?
Hi, Boo. Boo.
Boo.
Helped to protect them. The firefighters arrived at 1:28 a.m., just 5 minutes after the test began and the explosion occurred. Along with the other firefighters,
You're
Vasily
doing good, I
immediately
guess.
hurried up to the Chernobyl plant.
What's the I guess? Did something happen? Are you okay?
It's just one of those blah things.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
It's one of those it's one of those blah days.
That's like when Watermelon comes in and you go, "Hey, Watermelon, how you doing?" And she goes,
"Later, Dimby."
Watermelon goes, "Wow."
Woo! I don't know.
It's one of those days when Watermelon comes in and you go, "Hey, Watermelon, how you doing?" And she goes, "Wow."
Hey, Watermelon. How you doing?
That's pretty enthusiastic. Yeah? Are you a good girl?
She is a good girl.
Oh, she's a good girl. Hi, baby.
trying to get moved into her new house and no motivation. Yeah, that's a good one. You're just tired.
Tired.
Yeah, just take a break, and then, you know, get back to it.
Chronic fatigue syndrome.
Yeah, it's real.
It's a thing.
It is.
Roof in an attempt to extinguish the graphite fires that were spewing flames into the open air. They apparently tried to beat down the flames and put out the burning graphite by kicking at it with their feet. As highly trained firefighters, it only took them a few hours to put out those fires completely. However, the flames inside Reactor 4...
That's hilarious, Boo. We had the house for 6 months and still aren't moved in.
That happens. Totally happens.
Melly's moving into an apartment today. Ooh, is it nice?
I hope so.
I hope so. Yeah, me too. These things are scary. Like, fuck these things,
Nuclear
man.
stuff.
Remained burning for almost
We
2
should go
weeks.
back to being foragers.
The brave team of firefighters couldn't have known that each moment ticking by as they toiled away at the fire for hours was spelling their demise. Vasily died 2 weeks later from severe radiation poisoning. His passing wasn't easy, and in fact, he seemed to improve for a short time before he began to rapidly deteriorate.
Yeah!
Lyudmila said that when she visited him daily in the hospital, he had times where he seemed to be recovering, even feeling well enough to stand up from the bed and give her 3 carnations he had kept under his pillow for her.
That's sweet.
She later said these were the last flowers he gave her. Horribly, Vasily was essentially burning up from within from the radiation, and his doctor said that his nervous system and his skull were both extremely damaged. Lyudmila described it as, his skin started cracking on his arms and legs. He became covered with boils. When he turned his head, there'd be a clump of hair left on the pillow.
Wow.
The burns started to come to the surface. In his mouth, on his tongue, his cheeks. At first there were little lesions. And then they grew. It came off in layers, as white film. The color of his face, his body. Blue, red, gray, brown.
Zombified.
What the fuck? You get cooked from the inside out.
That's insane, isn't it? What the fuck? What is radiation?
Energy.
Right. What would cause you to cook from the inside, though? Like,
Holy shit.
that's really insane.
That's awful.
Sounds painful as shit. Morphine. Give that man morphine.
No, you're wrong. You get cooked from your DNA to the outside.
Jesus, that's insane.
Holy shit.
Cooks your DNA. Whoa.
Yeah, microwaved. Hi, Scorpion. Hello. How are you? We're
How are you?
good.
How are you?
Look up Hisachi Ouchie. He got burned to the point he had no more DNA.
What?
His body started to decay while he was alive. Oh
That's
my god.
insane. We gotta look that up.
Oh, my back hurts so bad.
Babies.
Yeah,
We gotta look that up. Hisachi Ouchie.
we do. I'm
Ouchie.
probably gonna not have this like one of my longer streams though, because I'm...
Tired girls.
No, my back is...
Hurts?
Yeah, it's bad today. I'll be okay.
Lyudmila said she tried to joke with him to make him feel better by commenting that it was convenient he no longer needed a comb since his hair was falling out. The loving couple met as young teenagers in 1979 before marrying in 1983, and they had been together ever since. Lyudmila
got a
had actually
Gavins.
begged the radiologist treating her husband to let her see Vasily. At the time, she didn't mention that she was pregnant.
Oh no.
In fact, she actually lied to the doctor and told him that she had already had 2 children. The doctor reportedly warned her not to touch him, and that if she cried or showed too much emotion, they would kick her out of his room. She chose to ignore many of the warnings from doctors to stay away, and would move the protective plastic around him in order to see Vasily.
Oh my god.
She recalled, But I was 22, madly in love with my husband. With every cell of my body, I wanted to believe this was fume poisoning. Tragically, as much as Lyudmila wanted to maintain hope, the inevitable soon occurred, and she was sadly left a widow. After he died, Vasily's body had to be buried in a metal coffin because it was still filled with dangerous levels of radiation.
Holy
He
shit.
was also buried below zinc and concrete to keep the public safe. Lyudmila said they couldn't get shoes on him because his feet had swelled up. They had to cut up the formal wear too because they couldn't get it on him. There wasn't a whole body to put it on. 2 months later, she gave birth to a baby girl who died only 4 hours later. Her daughter suffered from congenital heart malformation and cirrhosis of the liver, which...
It was from the radiation. Ah, no.
That's horrible.
That poor woman lost a husband and a baby.
That's fucking heartbreaking shit.
Ugh.
Just horrible.
She said she was madly in love with him.
Yeah. Sad. Very sad shit.
which are both consequences of radiation exposure. The HBO show Chernobyl, based on the real disaster, has become a binging sensation. In fact, it is the highest rated show on IMDb.
Really?
Most TV shows are thought to dramatize certain aspects of such disasters to make the story more extreme. But in this case, it seems that no mere media reenactment can truly do complete justice to how horrific that fateful day was. The series' interpretation of the disaster has been described by the former Chernobyl plant deputy director, Alexander Kovalenko, as the series more or less reflected the drama of the situation, but in real life it was much worse. Lyudmila and Vasily appear as some of the most tragic characters in the HBO series. When the show Chernobyl premiered, Lyudmila fell under intense scrutiny for her choice to visit her husband while he was dangerously radioactive in the hospital. She later told BBC that journalists, quote, were asking me why I had been at my husband's bedside, knowing that I was pregnant at the time. But tell me, how could you leave him? I thought my baby was safe inside me. We didn't know anything about radiation then. She went on to say that after watching the show, people insinuated, quote, that I killed my baby. She now says that she never actually gave permission to anyone to tell her story, despite HBO's claim otherwise. She wrote her own story in a book published in 1997 titled Voices for Chernobyl. Though 30 years has passed since the horrible disaster stole her husband and later her daughter, Lyudmila has said, there is no day that I don't think about my husband and daughter, not a day that I don't feel pain.
Aww.
But Vasily's heart-wrenching story is only one of many. On April 27th, the day following the explosion, the evacuation began. 30,000 people were in immediate area of the Chernobyl reactor explosion, and a total...
Oh my god, that's so horrible and horrifying.
135,000 people. Jesus. That's insane.
That's awful.
Nuts. A lot of people affected by this fucking thing.
No, and it didn't need to happen.
No.
Total of 135,000 had to be evacuated. Eventually, 350,000 people were evacuated because of the disaster, and the resettlement is still uncompleted today. Those in the area were exposed to a similar amount of radioactivity as the survivors of the Hiroshima atomic bomb in 1945. 45 REM, a measurement...
Yeah, she's grieved every day. Like...
Sad.
I hope her heart heals. I pray to Jesus her heart heals. You know,